Hey, hi everyone. This is Jaya. So I'm working as a ML engineer at Meesho. So basically, Adarsha, the architect, is unavailable today. So I'll be giving the demo talk on BharatMLStack that is built by Meesho. I hope everyone is aware of Meesho. Like Meesho is an e-commerce app where sellers across India would be uploading their products, right? And different customers will be buying them. So it's basically an e-commerce app similar to Amazon and Flipkart. So yeah, so BharatMLStack is a internal ML platform that we have built so that we'll be able to scale our ML models, deep learning models, or even LLMs within Meesho. So just a show of hands, like how many of you deal with ML models in production, machine learning or deep learning models? So yeah, good number of hands. I think the discussion would also be relevant. So first I'll talk about the BharatML stack. So basically BharatML stack is a Meesho's end-to-end ML platform, right? And we run it at almost 1 million QPS. QPS is basically queries per second, or we can say RPS, right? And it's open source as of now, the BharatML stack. And basically it helps us to enable building and deploying and scaling ML systems, right? So basically all the models that we build at Meesho, they'll be receiving huge number of requests per second, right, in real time. And this 1 million QPS is like 1 million plus QPS is just during a business as usual, right? But during Diwali sale and all, we would be getting high number of requests. So our stack is kind of built for scale, so which will be able to handle all the requests that are incoming to our ML models and deep learning models and even LLMs as well. So, and one more thing about this is like it is faster, it is cost efficient. Like we have built all the software from the scratch so that, and we have used optimal languages. Like for example, instead of Java, we have used Golang, and we have also used Rust in some of our ML platform components, which I'll be talking about. So yeah, and it's basically infra neutral. Like you can take this BharatML stack, deploy it in your own cloud, on-prem, and bring the entire ML platform up, which will help to scale your ML models. And yeah, basically it will help integrate across your internal workflows as well. Like basically everything will be exposed via APIs and gRPC calls, right? So you should be able to integrate with your tech systems very easily. So yeah, maybe I'll start like our journey, like from firefighting to foundation, like how exactly Meesho has been scaling ML models, right? So back in 2022, we were doing batch inference, right? And we had ML systems sort of fragmented, right? So major ML systems like personalization, fraud detection, we used to run it in batch mode, like they were not in real time. We used to generate recommendations in batch mode via a schedule, and we used to push the recommendations to some cache like Redis or any other cache, and then serve the recommendations from the cache, right? That is our 2022 thing, right, where everything was in batch mode. Then in 2023, we have built our own in-house online feature store. Feature store is basically stores the features that are required by the ML and the deep learning models, right? And this in-house online feature store is basically helps us to fetch the features in real time and pass the features to the model so that models can then infer from the features that are passed to the model, right? And we have built this in-house online feature store and user interaction store. And back in 2023, we were in AWS. So we were using AWS SageMaker for ML model deployments back in the day. And in 2024, we built our own in-house inference service for deploying ML models and also the embedding search, right? Embedding search, I think all of you might be knowing, like basically we generate embeddings for different products on our platform, and we try to do a nearest neighbor search, finding out what products are closer to the user embedding, or let's say what products are similar to the existing products. All these is powered by the embedding search. So yeah, so in 2024, we invested in the model serving and retrieval of these nearest neighbors of nearest embeddings. And then in 2025, like since we built this entire ML platform components for serving models in real time at Meesho, we kind of open source this entire BharatML stack, right? And like over like 30 engineers have worked on this, and it's currently open source, and it's powering, as of today, all the AI workloads at Meesho are powered by this BharatML stack. So yeah, next going to the 4 properties, or let's say tenets, right? Or the 4 crucial things that we focus in the BharatML stack. One thing is your workflow integration and productivity, right? So basically data scientists in any company want to kind of iterate faster. They want to try out new models, new features very fastly, right? So how this BharatMLStack helps is they can quickly take their models to production. Like it helps it, at least in Meesho, what we have seen is with the BharatMLStack, almost it has improved the time to deploy the models by 3x, right? And also we have seen 95% reduction in the model onboarding time, right? Actually, the training the model is one part, but deploying it into real time and keeping it available all the time is the trickier part. So that's where like we have focused those components in the BharatMLStack. And also it's economically efficient, right? As I mentioned, we use like state-of-the-art languages like Golang, Rust. We have built the components using that. So the infra cost is also 60 to 70% it has reduced within Meesho. And also the CPU and the memory has also reduced a lot. And then as I mentioned, we are cloud agnostic as well. Like you can take this BharatMLStack, deploy it in your own cloud, AWS, GCP, Azure, or even on-prem servers as well. And coming to the availability and scalability, as I mentioned, we have within Meesho, we have like 99.9% uptime. And as I was mentioning, right, we handle over 1 million QPS and with very low latency, with less than 10 ms latency across our ML platform services. And these are the different use cases at Meesho, right? The AI use cases. One thing is your personalized candidate generation, and then we do personalized ranking. So this candidate generation and ranking come under your recommendation systems, right? The feed that is shown to the user. Then we also do fraud and risk detection. And then we do image search where users basically upload a product and they try to find whether similar products are available within the Meesho or not. And in fraud detection, the models predict whether the user is going to do a fraud or not and kind of blocks the order. And then we have our own Geo India LLM, which will kind of predict the user's actual latitude and longitude. Let's say if the user is giving an address, it will directly predict the latitude and longitude so that the order can be delivered to the user. And then we have price recommendation. And all these models are mostly user personalized, so it kind of predicts what is most suitable for the user, what is the most suitable feed for the user, what is the most suitable price for the user. And then we also do RTO prediction, whether the user is going to return the product to the origin or not. So these are all the different use cases that are powered by BharatMLStack. And this is our end-to-end ML platform and all of its different components, right? The main components here are your inference service, right? And we support multiple engines, like we support NVIDIA Triton, we support PyTorch, we support ONNX, Edge Inference, right? And then one more important component is your online feature store and offline feature store, where your features would be stored, right? Initially, we store them in offline, then we move them to online for real-time serving, right? And these are all the different, on the top you see are the different ML platform services like ML, InferFlow, Model Registry, Trufflebox, Embedding Search. InferFlow is basically an orchestrator, right? Like where you define, where you tell as a config. Basically, InferFlow config is just a DAG where you tell these are the different number of features that you are going to use, what model you want to use, and you just upload this config, and that InferFlow service will take care of kind of serving the requests and all. And we have model registry where you will be registering the models. And we have a Trufflebox. Trufflebox is just nothing but a UI where data scientists can come and onboard the models, right? And we are completely Kubernetes based, so you can take this stack and deploy it in Kubernetes, this entire stack. We support different stores for the feature store like Redis, ScyllaDB, Cassandra, and the offline feature store is backed by Delta Lake and GC Cloud Storage. And we support both CPU inferencing and GPU inferencing. So yeah, this is the end-to-end ML platform. And we are a team of around 20, so that we have built this BharatMLStack. And yeah, basically we are open source as well. So you can scan this to go to our open source repo. Feel free to contribute. We have a Discord channel as well where we do active discussions on issues and new features that we are going to build and ship. Currently, we are at booth I-12 on the ground floor. So yeah, feel free to come over there. We can discuss and yeah, collaborate. Thank you.